Hi everybody, welcome back to Live Better, Eat Great, SaveMoney.com. I'm Bobby Keogh, at home and on the road, but we're home today for the holidays. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. It's Saturday, a little bit of a Christmas party with some friends. What I done was, I did a pork shoulder roast, a picnic, and what I done was, I put it in the smoker. And a real quick one here, I know everyone's busy, so we're going to do a real fast thing here. I got a 10 to 12 pound pork shoulder roast. What I done was, the first thing I done, I marinated it for 2 to 3 days in a marinade and brine. I cheated a little bit, a couple of shortcuts to show you guys. Come on over here. What I done was, right here, Stubs pork marinade. Here you go, zoom right into that. The stuff is fantastic. Stubs products make a lot of great stuff. All kinds of different things. Go to your local store. ShopRite, A&P type of thing. They have a full selection, usually in a couple of smaller stores. For my marinades, for my pork roast, I take 2 of these jars of the Stubs, and then to help break it down and soak in, I get a little bit of a raspberry walnut vinaigrette. The vinegar and everything gives it a little bit of a taste. And with the Italian dressing there mixed in, it kind of helps flavor it a little bit and blends it all out very good. So you take 2 Stubs, you take one of these, you put it in a nice big pan like this, you put it right in there, and then what you do is you take your raw pork, the whole roast, and you hand rub it really good with minced garlic. Just rub it with your hands really good. Before you do that though, you get a knife. There's the, you score it. There's all the big layer of the skin, pork skin and fat. You score it really good, and then what it does is it opens everything up. And then, what you do is you just get the garlic, your hands just smear it all the way around there, rub it, massage it really good into all the cuts and everything. Let it set for a couple of minutes, and then you take it, you put it directly in here. You let it sit for anywhere from, I let it do for anywhere from probably 2 days. 2-3 days is awesome. It really soaks in there good. And then after that, what you do is you go out to my previous shows. I showed you my Brinkman electric smoker, and I use maybe hickory, alder, or if you have access, you like to apple wood, cherry wood. Stuff works great. You chop up really good. You put it in a pail overnight, all your chopped up wood shavings and chunks. Let it sit maybe overnight. That way, what happens is it smokes and steams at the same time, because you don't want to dry this out, because you go for low and slow. This time of year, it's winter, it's going to take longer. So on the average in your smoker, it might take maybe 4 or 5 hours to 6 hours when it's like 75, 80 degrees outside. Now it's in the 30s. This took me, I put it in 12 o'clock last night, all the way to like around 9 o'clock. It was a good 9-10 hours at least to get it up to about 140, 150, 160 degrees. So you don't want it to dry out, because what you do is when it's 90% done at that temperature range, you take it, you pop it in the oven at about 400 just to finish it off and just sizzle up and sear it there and lock everything in. And it comes out pretty good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play around and experiment here. I'm going to make a little bit of gravy and some mopping sauce just to put on the side there. I'm going to experiment a little bit. Speaking of mopping sauce, again, Stubs. There we go. Barbecue based. When you're basting your meats, it's called basically Stubs mopping sauce. So we're going to play around a little bit here. We're going to make a little bit here of a, I don't know if you want to call it, just a nice little gravy on the side. What I'm going to do though, for a little bit of taste, I'm going to take some orange marmalade to sweeten it up a little bit. Make it like, maybe like a sweet and sour type of thing to go with the smoky flavor. It should blend out nicely. So what I'm going to do is, I got my pan over here. What I'm going to do first thing is, all them good drippings that came from the roast, you pour it right in the pan. Dump it right in there, because that is the taste. So we're going to do kind of like the traditional gravy like you do. You just get every drop you can, because this stuff is just liquid gold, I'm telling you. And then, what we're going to do is, we're going to take a little bit, maybe a teaspoon or 2, drop it right in there. Not too much. You don't want to overpower it. Just enough to give it that little tang and flavor. That should be good. And then what we do is, to help break down all the sugars, I put a little bit of brandy. Today I got some Asbach. Love this stuff. It goes really good. I'm just going to put a little drop in there. I don't want to blow the house up. Just put a little drop in there. That's going to help break down the sugars of all the marmalade. Then we're going to kick up the fire here a little bit. We're going to get this thing nice and warm. And then we're going to start to stir it up really good. Just stir it right around there. And on the smoker outside, while we're doing this, you can do a lot of other things. Right now, I'll show you a couple things out there. I did a boneless pork rib. You can buy them in the store. Pretty inexpensive, and you get them in small packages. And what is this? The rib's boneless. You can do either a, I did one out there, I'll show it to you a little bit. It's a dry rub. There's a company here called Dave's. Oh yeah, okay, that's starting to warm up just a little bit there. You don't want to sizzle it, just crank down, you turn it down just a little bit here, just to get it warm. Dave's products. Dave's Chipotle powder, and there's a Dave's combo pack. It has all your warmth. A little bit of your chili powder, adobo chili, the chipotle, a little bit of everything here, cayenne. So you have a choice. You can play around, mix and match a little bit. I took a little bit of each, and then I also, to top it off, I love paprika as a finishing. You put it right on the meat and just rub it in there really good. You put it in the smoker, comes out nice, real nice. And also out there I got some nice big chicken thighs that I put also in the marinade a little bit there. And we'll show you that in a little bit. And right now we're going to get this stuff warmed up. Come on, baby, let's go. Because we're going to get this down to the party. We're going to cut this up, and it's going to be just fine. There we go. Come on, baby. Alright, now it's steaming a little bit. Alright, come on, baby. So we're just going to experiment here and play around. And that's what it's all about. Have fun. Alright. Now it's going to steam. Don't worry about the alcohol if there's a problem with that. Just, it'll steam right off, so there's no issue with if someone, you know, doesn't want to maybe get a little bit of a tipsy there. Won't happen there. Burns right off when you cook. Just like when you're cooking with wine. When you're doing a wine sauce. Not an issue. Okay, now we're talking. Now it's getting warm. So what we do is, we're going to cheat a little bit. We're going to take a little bit of this mopping sauce here. We're just going to put a little bit in there. Oh yeah, just thicken it up a little bit with that. Probably 3 or 4 tablespoons should work out just fine. We're going to stir that up real good in there. Just get the flavor going. That's going to work out real fine. To make a little bit of volume to it, we're going to add a little bit of water, then we're going to put some flour, and of course, you've got to have one of these things, a flour sifter. It works wonders, definitely. It makes it so it doesn't clump up. You don't got to beat on it, because you put flour in there, you stir it, it still takes a little bit of work, but you just sift it right in there. Comes out a lot easier to work with. So we're going to keep stirring. Oh yeah, now it's coming out good. Oh yeah, that should do something. They're either going to like it or hate it. We're going to find out, aren't we? Okay, now it's warming up. How about, let's see. Let's thicken it up. Let's get this going just like a traditional gravy. We'll pour maybe a half a cup of water. Let it warm up a bit. And then we're going to thicken it up with some flour. And it should stick right to the meat there when you're dipping all the nice big chunks in there. You should make it real good. So right now, I'm just winging it. Never done this before, it's just an idea I put in my head. You could probably just, I tell you what, that looks good just the way it is. You could just do it just like this. It should be really good eating. There we go. We're going to play with just a little bit. Chill it down a little. Pour a little bit of water in there to your liking. There we go. All these fantastic recipes. This gentleman, Justin Wilson, the Cajun cook. I talk about him a lot. One of my mentors for using the smoker and the deep fried turkeys and all the hams. Look him up on the Google there. All kinds of great stuff he's been doing years ago down in Louisiana. The first time I seen him must have been about 20, 25 years ago on cable there, and gave me a lot of great ideas, and I think you'll like a lot of it too. We're going to do a few of his recipes, and in the future there we'll have a nice big picnic barbecue party towards the spring. We'll have a couple of good things going. Okay, this is reheating up now. Oh yeah. Here we going. There we go. Nice. Now we're just going to thicken this up a little bit, not too much. Add a little bit of flour to it in the sifter. Let's say we get another measuring cup. Let's take out some flour. Let's play around a little here. There we go. We're going to scoop this right in there. So this is just going to be a little quick show here, folks. It's the weekend. I'm sure you guys are going to do out some shopping and putting up your trees and maybe making up some eggnog and stuff there with the family and friends. We'll put this right in there, and what we're going to do is just give it a little shake and stir it around a little. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, keep stirring, keep stirring. A little shake and stir. Yeah. Now we're talking. Just a little at a time. Try to heat down just a touch. You don't want it to burn. You don't want it to burn. There you go. There you go. Put it down on the simmer mode here. Let it simmer on up. There you go. Oh yeah, it's getting nice now. Oh, here we go. Not bad, not bad. Might work. This might actually work. We'll see. A little shake. A little stir. Oh yeah. And that's pretty much going to be about it. We're going to go outside. I'm going to show you a couple things out on the smoker real fast. And I'm going to zip down to that party and have a couple of cold ones and hang out and share some good times and some good food with the friends. There we go. Looking good. You just got to wing it. Go by taste, go by feel. There's no real measuring done. Just like my Mama and Grandma used to just put a pinch of this, a little bit of that, and taste it, and you know, see how you like it. So it's always a little bit different every time. Oh yeah, here we go. That's it. That's nice and thick. That's thick enough, just plenty. That'll work out real good. You're either going to like it or hate it. We're going to find out in a couple. Usually add maybe a little salt, a little pepper, just a little bit. But there you go. There we go. Turn the heat down there. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Stir it in. Turn the heat back on just to finish it up if you like. be okay, though. I don't think we'll even really need it. I don't think we're going to need it. That's nice and warm there, but we're going to maybe just a little bit more, just to warm it up just a little bit. And if it's a little bit too thick, you don't got to be shy. It's getting a little too thick. You're going to just put a little bit of water, thin it out. Don't worry about thinning out the taste. I'll tell you, with the pan drippings and everything we put in there right now, there'll be a lot of taste. All right. Yeah, just a little bit here. Don't want to overpower it. Yeah, come out nice. Oh, yeah. So what I'm going to have to do is get everyone's opinion if they like it or hate it. Oh, here you go. That's fine. Oh, yeah, that'll work out just good. Bubble right up there. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, that got nice and thick. Oh, just a little bit more. Mm-hmm. That's really all you got to do. If you get one of the old copies of the old Good Housekeeping cookbooks, they got some nice traditional recipes in them. And a lot of that stuff you can't find on cable, you can't find it on the Googling on the internet. It's the old books your grandma and great-grandma and stuff had laying around in the attic. It's just a whole different old-style cooking. And that's what we're going to try and bring back here. Okay. Yeah, that's bubbling just fine. Bingo, that should be just about right. Ah, very good. Okay, let me get a little spoon here and stir it around a little more. Ah, yeah. When I stir things and spin things around like this, I always use a fork, just the way I am. Oh, yeah. That should be just good. Okay. Well, well, that's hot. That's real hot. Good. That's going to be good. Pretty good. There's an apple cider sauce recipe I'll be working on when I did my cooking show last year down at Chef Central. I did a stuffed pork roast, a loin. I did an apple cider pan gravy. And I'll bring back that out too. Wow, it's tangy. Wow, that's potent and that is tangy. Woo, a lot of flavor in that. The Stubbs has a little bit of spice to it. Not hot or nothing, just enough to bring it out. But that'll bring out the flavor. You could actually just probably cut it down a little bit. I made it a little on the strong side there, but you get the idea. And, well, that's about it. A real fast one. And like I said, this, depending on your temperature, we'll go into more about using the smoker in my previous shows. I showed a few things on how to use the Brinkmann. I chose the electric smoker. The charcoal one is just fine, but you have to tend to it more. This one here, you can just leave it and it'll do its own thing. Okay, well, hang on a second now, and we'll take you outside for a real quick one. Okay, cut.